there's one thing that Detroit knows, it's hot rods. And if there's one thing we all know about, it's Hot Wheels. Who doesn't remember those tiny little cars? Now they're being brought to life in a new show that's making some of those crazy vehicles a reality.
And then we took this beautiful Hemi engine and put it in the back of the car.
Listen, it's been 40 years in the making.
I know.
Are you ready to see your Charger do a wheelie?
I am more than ready at this point.
Blue Garage, let it rip. It worked!
That is insane.
How cool is this?
Amazing.
The show is called Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge, and joining us now is the host of the show, Rutledge Wood. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
It's great to have you. But Rutledge, let's get right into it. No pressure here, but you know you have to come correct when talking to Detroit about hot rods. You know, you're not going to talk to any other city in the country that knows cars better than us. Have you been to Detroit to see our city's love for classic cars and hot rods?
Oh my gosh, you would even ask. It almost hurts my feelings. You know I have. I love Detroit, you know, to be there not only for the races, but the Woodward Dream Cruise. I mean, there's let's be honest, there is nothing like that weekend in Detroit to be there. You know, I shot Top Gear up there a bunch to get to see the old Packer plant and everything else. But also, you know, one of our judges, Delilah Sheck, is in Detroit, works for Ford, and I know she's going to be really excited. Plus, we did represent Dodge and Chevy in the premiere tonight, so I think everyone's going to love the show. I just hope you love it. You know, I do. I feel like if you love it, then I feel like the stamp of approval for all of Detroit will work.
I'm sure I will love it. I love the preview of it. And this show is sure to have people watching here in our city, but tell us how it works.
You know, it's all about kind of taking that love and that connection that we all have to cars and then making it life-size. So we take two super fans and reunite them with an ordinary car from their past, and then we give them this incredibly skilled team of welders, fabricators, artists. We give those people a week, we call them the carpoolers, to transform this car into the ultimate life-size Hot Wheels. And this competition is intense. It's head-to-head. The two garages are 30 feet apart, so you can actually see in real time how the other team is doing. And then whoever wins, they win 25 grand. Their car moves on to the finale, where one lucky Hot Wheels superfan, they're going to win 50 grand, and that car that they design in the finale, that will become an actual Hot Wheels diecast car that anyone can buy. It's insane, and no one's ever done anything like this before.
This seems so cool. But are there limits to what the competitors can do with the vehicles, or is it completely up to them and their imagination?
That's it. I mean, that's the whole idea. The only limit you really have is time. I mean, there's no rules. It doesn't have to be street legal. So if you want to put a huge 426 Hemi in the back of your 69 Dodge Charger, you can. If you want to put hydraulics on a car, turn it into a monster, whatever you want to do, it's really just if you and your team can do it in a week, we want to see it. That's what it's all about. Taking those things you've dreamed about doing to a car and actually making it happen.
This is going to be so cool. I can already tell. But talk to us about the celebrity judges that you have joining you.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, we had Terry Crews, Joel McHale, Anthony Anderson, and his mama Doris, who I know those two love Detroit. Man, what a fun time they are. Sung Kang from Fast and Furious, and we even had Jay Leno as a part of the finale. And it's so cool because you know all these celebrities from TV, movies, wherever you know them, but they all come from a different side of the car world, which I certainly know Detroit gets. And so it's combining all of those different loves, their love of people, and really seeing the creativity that comes out. And what's cool is that this is a show about people that also features cars. It's not a show that if you don't love cars the way that some of us do, you're still going to love it. It really is impressive.
Okay, now of course you're a car aficionado, so if you got to make a Hot Wheel, what car would you use to get started? And remember, you're talking to Detroit.
Ooh. I know. I'm going to level with y'all. I had a 70 Charger. I sold that to my friend in Iowa. Right now, I've always had this dream of building a delivery van like my grandpa had. He had a business on Route 66 in New Mexico, and it was an international metro step van, and I always wanted to get it back. He gave it to some friends who use it like a parts shed, and they do not currently want to sell it to me. But one day I've always dreamed of turning that into this perfect street-driven hot rod with a big V8 under the hood, and I think that would make the perfect Hot Wheels too.
Well, I hope that dream comes true for you. Everyone, it's Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge, and it premieres tonight at 10 right here on Local 4. Rutledge, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us.
Thank you. I'll see you tonight.